Hi, my name is V. I am a graduate of C5 from class of 2011, so that was a while ago. I would often not speak up and feel unconfident about my ability to articulate because I also grew up in Vietnam. I grew up in a rural village for the first 10 years of my life, so I always felt like I didn't quite speak English correctly, and there were a host of other factors that held me back. So first year is as a Flint, learn to lead myself, and I think that was what it was all about with the outdoors activities and trek. And I think at that point I felt sure enough about myself as a person, not yet as a leader, but I know that I was worthy of this investment that C5 is making on me. All these activities in which I had the support from a C5 staff and also my C5 peers meant a lot to me. I felt special that the things I did, people noticed them. And I felt for the first time that I'm not invisible and that I want to be more visible too, because I felt like I had more to give. I wanted, like the way the C5 put together these programs and the staff, I wanted to be someone that was worth their investment. One experience that helped, I would say, transformed me the most was our medallion year, which is the last year of C5. All of us were at Oglethorpe University, where we were meeting for the ACNOW Summit to address an issue, and the issue we picked was homelessness. And I remember there were because C5 does a really good job of picking out leaders, there were a bunch of us that wanted to make a difference. And I realized that sometimes when you have a lot of people speaking, that's not enough doing. And I started to take initiative. They asked me like what the next step should be, and I think that showed me that my peers believed in me. That helped me realize more that I had a voice, and to learn that I really don't have to change who I am to be a leader. There's different leadership styles, and I've really owned mine. I myself didn't really think about college. When C5 took me to places like Duke or places like NC Chapel Hill, it really opened up my eyes to the world outside of Georgia. And to be fair, I think there's opportunities for us everywhere. But I think because I was so limited in my thinking what I could do that I didn't even consider applying outside of state. I applied to Stanford because C5 sent me this little brochure that said QuestBridge Scholars. And QuestBridge is a program which matches students from low-income or middle-income backgrounds to top colleges such as Stanford. So I actually ended up going through Stanford as a Quest Scholar and having very, very low student contribution. That made a huge difference. For me, when I was applying for the Fulbright, I thought a lot about what is it I want to say. And I think one thing that I've always been interested in is the idea of resilience. Like what helped me as someone coming from a low-income neighborhood, under-resourced high school, and a lot of things could have went wrong. Where I'm coming from, I could have become pregnant. I could have dropped out of school. I could have done drugs. I could have been victimized by violence and many other things that could have prevented me from being where I am today. And because of that experience, I really wanted to look into the lives of other youths who are like me, who come from under-resourced communities and who might not have someone believing in them, and who might not believe in themselves as a result. The program that I am creating is actually inspired by C5, like the values, character-driven and college-bound and community-focused. C5 is not about this college tour or like this trip in Wyoming. It's more like every single little ways, from the way that we raise the flag at Camp Adahi to our camp director reading us a quote in the morning to motivate us. I think all of these very small things added up to something greater. But really hidden beneath that is a way to challenge us. The way that C5 is able to embed learning opportunities into these things that didn't seem intimidating to me. Only in retrospect can I say that, yes, these experiences challenged me and I learned to be a leader. But when you're in the moment, when you're just a kid who didn't have opportunities, these are just opportunities that you want to have and to take advantage of. That's what I did. I think a lot of it is in me as well, because C5, the whole interview process is selective, and it does look for people with potential. But like, me with potential means nothing if I don't have that opportunity to show it. Those things, I would not be here today without C5. Every day, C5 is a special day.